Hey, so I had a request to do a makeup video. Sorry, my hair's in my face. Anyway, out of a few things that I really need for the makeup thing and in general for my makeup routine. So I'm gonna run to the drugstore and get those few things. First, I just need to apologize to my husband for going to CVS just now and spending like $20 on makeup. And it was only like 4 things. But I needed them, so worth it, right? Alright, so anyway, the first step in putting on your makeup is washing your face. You always want to wash your face, because if you forget to wash your face, you'll end up with this right here. So, even if you wash your face before bed last night like I did, you still gotta wash your face. I use this right here. It's oil-free acne stress control. It's what I use on a normal basis. I've used it for years and years. I got this at CVS. I'm pretty sure it was like around $9. So not the cheapest thing in the world, but still not the most expensive, so it works. So first you want to wash it with hot water with the soap. Then you want to rinse it with cold water, because it opens your pores to clean them and then closes them for when you put on your makeup. Okay, so I just put my hair up so that it would be out of my face when I put product on. Why is my camera blurry? Okay, I just fixed it. So after you wash your face, the next step that you want to do is moisturize. You ever heard anybody say moisturize, moisturize, moisturize? Well, they're not kidding, because I started moisturizing in my late 20s, and which was really just a couple of years ago. Honestly, I'm just out of my late 20s, so anyway, I don't want to age too fast, and so I want my skin to remain as moisturized as possible. I just realized one of my pictures fell off the wall while I was gone. Sorry. Anyway, so I use Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer. I got this at Dollar General on sale. So I don't know if they still have it or they clearanced it out, but you can get this anywhere. You can get this at Walmart. And I think it's probably around $7 or $8, I'm sure. Neutrogena is a wonderful, wonderful brand, which is why I used the stress-free wash, because it helps, because my breakouts are due to 2 things. One, if I am so tired after work, I don't wash my face and I just go to bed, which is not healthy for 1, aging, and 2, obviously your skin. 2, it's good because, you know, aging. My mom has a lot of red right here and a lot of red, so a lot of that is my genes as well. I think she has it less these days, but I remember her having it when she took her makeup off at night when I still lived at home. So, alright, time to moisturize. Okay. So now that that's done, ta-da, all glowy and ready to go. This is all the makeup we're going to use today. A lot of it is in that thing right there, but I laid out some of what I got since I just literally got back from CVS. Hashtag CVS. So let's do this. The first thing we're going to use after we moisturize is this right here. This is face primer, and you want to always use primer because It makes your makeup go on smoother. It makes it go on a little more pigmented, and it also makes it last a lot longer because you want it to go on evenly. You don't want to just go on here and there. So this helps smooth your face. So I got this one just because it's photo focus. I used to use a lot of the photo products, but this is Wet n Wild. I like their products, and they're also not tested on animals. I'm not a vegan or vegetarian or anything like that, but it's just, you know, I love animals, so it's kind of a draw for me. And so, yeah, we're going to put that on really. I took it out of the tube, and I put it on my finger like this. I guess it's about dime sized. So I'm going to put it on my face like so, just like I did my moisturizer. Excuse my 5 head, but it's whatever. It's too big to be a 4 head. I guess I need a little more. Whoops, I think that's too much, but it'll rub in. I don't like to put on too much because 1, you don't want to drown your skin, and 2, it's a waste of money. Just want to make sure you cover your face and neck because, girls, I have a lot of problems sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm in a hurry, going, make sure my neck is all blended in. Alright, so now my face feels small. Smooth. I can't even talk. Excuse this tutorial, but I'm doing it for someone, so shout out. My face feels smooth. It has the primer all in it. Just looks normal. By the way, just to tell you, I'm trying to keep a tab on like how much things cost and stuff. So the primer, oops, those are coupons. I use coupons because I'm smart like that, and it still costs $20. So the primer is $4.79 at CVS. Alright, the next thing we want to do is conceal. This is green. You're not seeing things. It is green. This is by LA Girl, which is just a cheap brand. I had a 40% off coupon after I spent so much on Wet n Wild products. So I'm trying to see how much it costs. I think it was $2.69 after my 40% off coupon. Before that, I think it was like $3 something. So really it was not a big discount, but I mean, it's a cheap product, but it's HD concealer. Now, here's your lesson. Green concealer, I'm sure you already know, but if you don't, green and red combine to make skin tone. So if you have redness on your face, use green concealer. This has a little brush on it, and I've never used this one, so I'm kind of curious how this is going to go. I'm going to blend it. Holy crap, I think I put on too much. That's alright, I can fix it though. I'm just going to rub in all this green here. I put on just enough on this side so you can see how it... I'm about to fix this side. You can see how it just like kind of blends in, and you don't need too much. So excuse me while I fix this real quick. Now that I've got the green taken care of, you can see all I had to do was really blend it, and there's still some red spots. So what I'm going to do is find my skin tone concealer, which is in my makeup bag somewhere. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and it was just $1 at Dollar General. I got it a couple of years ago, and usually my skin is not so ugly, but it's been kind of a stressful couple months. And I keep forgetting to wash my face after work because my schedule's been like mornings and nights, so I'm kind of tired. And I fall asleep. So, that's okay. Look at that. So, those are concealed now. And now we're going to put on under eye concealer. And there's a trick to that too. Now, since my sleep schedule is kind of all over the place, I have horrible under eye circles just because my body gets used to something, then I get used to it, and then when I switch, like, I never know when to sleep for a while. Plus, I've been sick a lot the past, God, like, year and a half. So my under eyes are, like, shot, and they're pretty purple underneath the concealer I've already kind of put on. But pink and purple cancel each other out. So that's good to know. So this is by Wet n Wild. This brush cost me like $1.99. And I think the Wet n Wild signs like wore off of it, but this is called a concealer brush. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of like rub it in. And I put some more of that redness there. But gonna rub it in like that. This is called Wide Awake. And I got it on Amazon and it was $16. But now, like, Hard Candy at Walmart has it and stuff. It's by Sheer Miracle, though, in case you're curious and you want the same one. But I think next time I'll just get one from Walmart. But when I got this a couple years ago, they didn't have that at Walmart at a cheap place. So I'd order it online. Because when I was a beauty advisor, even the place I worked at, which no longer has beauty advisors, did not carry pink under eye concealer. I read about it, and I was like, why does no one have this? And then when I got it, all of a sudden, after I stopped looking for it, like a month later, people were getting it. And I was like, everyone read the same article. So that's how I did that. And now under my eyes, when I put on my foundation, it won't be so bad. The foundation I'm using right now is by Chanel. It is $60 on Chanel.com. So it's not really cheap. But you can use anything you want, obviously, for your foundation. There are many out there. Many. I mean, you can use, this is Wet n Wild Photo Focus as well. I love Photo Focus stuff just because I feel like it's so good on my skin. But this is, I use Golden Beige, but obviously you need to get your own skin tone. I think this was like $5 or $6 maybe at Walmart. But you can also use BB cream, tinted BB cream if you want. This is $1 at Dollar Tree. So I'm not a hater on stuff that's not like a bunch of money. But this tends to break my face out a lot, so I kind of don't use it anymore. But I save it in case like one of my friends wants their makeup done or they use this. Maybe they can, I'll just give it to them. No, I don't want to throw it away because it still costs money and I work hard for money. And I feel like that's a waste. So I just squirted it on my foundation brush. This is by Moda Prismatics. Well, it's by Moda, but it's called a Prismatics brush. And this is a foundation brush. I love Moda Prismatic brushes. That is what it looks like. It's prettier when you first get them, but obviously when it gets makeup on it. I also have a spray that I can clean my brushes with. It's just been a while since I've had the chance to do it because I stay pretty busy. So I do this. You don't have to do this. I do. And get it in the right spots for me. And then I just kind of blend it with my brush. Oh my gosh. This video is turning out lowly, isn't it? But just like that. Just FYI, they tell you to put your eyeshadow on first in case you mess up, and then you can put your foundation over it, but that's not what I do because I do what I want. Hashtag do as I say, not as I do. Just kidding. I just don't want to. Alright, let me fix my earring. Okay, now that my foundation is on, the next thing I'm going to do is put on my skin tone powder, which is this, the powder foundation. It's Revlon Photo Ready, and it's in the color light medium. I got this one as a beauty advisor. It used to say try me. They gave it to me. It's a Wet n Wild Fergie brush, which I know everyone loves her after the national anthem thing, but I like these brushes, so I'm going to open the foundation and just dab my brush in it and start putting it on everywhere that I want it. I never really put it on my eyelids just because I think that if you put on liquid foundation before you put on your eyeshadow, it helps it stick better, because I use primer on top of that as well. Alright, so now that I have that on, by the way, you can get this for $8.19 at Target. I think I forgot to say that, so that's how much that is. I'm sure you can get it cheaper at Walmart, but that's how much it is at Target. The next thing I do is put on translucent powder. I know a lot of girls don't use it, or have never heard of it, but I found this when I was a beauty advisor as well, and it's called Airspun. I've used a couple different ones, but this is only, I think, I wrote down some stuff, like the prices and stuff, at Walmart for $5.99. So Airspun translucent powder is $5.99 at Walmart. And I'm going to go in with the same powder foundation brush I was using, just the Wet n Wild brush. And I'm going to apply that all over my face and neck. I feel like it just kind of mats everything down, and it just helps it set right, in my opinion. And so there's that. And then I'm going to put the cap back on. Alright, I'm just going to leave that out. Next thing is I am going to contour my face. Actually, no, let's go in with eyeshadow next. We'll do contouring last. So the eyeshadow that I used yesterday, I'm going to use again just because I think it's real clean, real pretty, and just kind of like demure. It is the Urban Decay Naked 3 powder eyeshadow. And this costs $54.99 at Sephora. I love Sephora. And I've used it so much, you can tell, like, a lot of the colors are empty. I need a new one, but yeah. I think, alright, so the colors I'm going to use are, I'm just going to go in with this. I think this is Wet n Wild, maybe. No, this is Elf. It's kind of etched in and stuff and covered in makeup, so it's hard to see the inscription on it, so that's okay. But this is just an Elf brush I got with a Disney villain eyeshadow set, which I no longer have because I used it all. And I'm gonna go in with a light color first on my lid right here, closest to my eyelashes. And I'm gonna use the color Burnout. And it is this color right here. Like so. And then of course you do the same thing on both sides. Just like that. And then I'm going to switch brushes because I feel like this up here is small. And it drives me crazy trying to use a brush this size because I feel like I get it like way up in here and I don't want to. So I'm going to use a lip brush because I never use a lip brush on my lips anyway. And it's just like a little leopard one that came with a set I got a couple Christmases ago. I like leopard, if you can't tell. So I'm going to use the same color Burnout, and I'm going to go right here on my lid. You can get a lip brush anywhere. I saw some Elf ones a little bit ago at CVS. You can get them Walmart, Dollar General. And you know what? I think the Dollar Tree now has Wet n Wild brushes, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw some last time I was there. They have a lot of stuff. I think you're only supposed to go one direction, but I don't really care. Because sometimes it's okay if it works for you to do what you want. With your makeup. I also like to put it underneath about yay so to here and leave that little space empty for your first color. Also, if you're trying to angle your makeup and you do it like this before you put it up here, it helps you to kind of meet it like that so it matches. Just like that. And of course, same thing over here. I kind of tilt my brush to the side. Alright, so there you have that eye. It's not really as perfect as this one, but you know how that is, trying to match everything perfectly. So there's that. And then next, I'm going to use a different color of the same variety, meaning a darker brown. to do on the sides. So I'm thinking I'm going to go in with the color Trick. The names they have on these things, which is, I don't know, it's so hard to see. That one right there, that's got like the middle delved out of it. But when you get this palette, if you like these colors, it tells you right on them. But you can get any shades of brown that you want. These are just the ones that I prefer. I always like kind of put them on the side right here. Sometimes they delve it over into here, but that's okay. But yeah. Just like that. If you have blue eyes, blue eyeshadow and purple eyeshadow are going to be your best friend. And if you have hazel eyes or green eyes, green eyeshadow and brown eyeshadow are going to be your best friend. If you have brown eyes, brown eyeshadow is going to be your best friend. And purple. Purple is really good for that too. Okay. It's not to be perfect, so it's makeup. As long as it doesn't look like a first grader put Crayola crayon on your face, I think you're being a little successful with it, right? Okay. That's a little better. Try to blend it back after I like wiped it. So you can kind of see. The side does not look exactly the same, but I think I need to add more to it. It's a little better. Alright, now that we've done that, I'm going to close the, no I'm not. I'm going to use white powder. So I'm going to take a different brush. These brushes right here are by Eco Tools. I got them 2 Christmases ago from my mother-in-law, and I love their brushes. They are amazingly soft and awesome. So I'm going to take white and put it right here in the corner, just like that, and blend it in right into the crease there, like so. Then I'm going to put it underneath where we left that little space, and then right here and right here, just like that. And then also, I like to use sometimes the crayons, like the eyeshadow crowns underneath my eyebrow, just because I feel like I can draw it. But I'm going to use white today because I don't have any more of that. And put the white like right under my brow bone, right on my brow bone. So it looks like you have a brow bone. It separates your eyeshadow from your eyebrow. Just like that. By the way, I forgot to tell you, prime your eyeshadow before you put it on, but I already had primer all over my face, so hopefully you picked up on that. I could have never been a teacher. Alright, next I'm going to put on my eyeliner on the inside lids on the waterline, and I use white on my waterline because it makes your eyes look bigger, because of course your eyeballs are white. So Let me go ahead and do that. So there, I've already done that. You can see like the white eyeliner, which put it on your mascara. If you get it on your eyelashes last, will fix that problem. So next I'm going to do underneath my eye and underneath the top lashes. And I'm going to use this color because I used brown eyeshadow. You can use black if you want. But when I put on brown, I like to use brown. And that's what I did yesterday. So this brown is called Medium Brown. And it's by Jordana. Jordana, I don't know how you say it. I think it's like $2, maybe, if that, at Walgreens. But you can also get 99-cent eyeliner at Walmart. So I'm going to go ahead and put that under here, just like that. Starting from where the white is to the end of my eye. And then I'm going to have to set this down for a second to do the top underneath the lashes. And it looks like that. So now my eyeshadow is finished. So now that we've done that, I am going to teach you how to contour. So let's go ahead and contour. And what I'm going to use for that, you can use any contouring product that you want. I've tried so many, it's stupid. I've tried this, I've tried this, I've tried brown crayon stuff. This is NYX Wonder Stick. A lot of people use it. There's the dark brown and then the light brown. But it's okay for nighttime look, because at nighttime you want to put on darker stuff because it's dark out and your face won't show up as much. But I like to use stuff. This is by Wet n Wild. I use a lot of other stuff. But this is bronzer. I use, this is bronzer plus SPF 15, which is your best friend if you're a woman in the summer for your skin. This is called Ticket to Brazil, $7.39. Obviously, I've used a lot of it. So, what you do is you find your contour. I usually go from like the side of my top lip and curve it up. Basically, what you're doing is creating a cheekbone. So if you smile, see where that indent is? Follow it. I use a Moda Prismatic angled brush for this. I think this is really an eyeshadow brush, but like you cannot control your eyeshadow with these things, so it's good for contouring. Just like that. I just heard a car. That might be my husband coming home from work. He's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And then I'm gonna go from the side of my nose right here. And it just makes your nose look smaller. I don't like my nose. I used to, but then as I got older, I feel like it got too big. So you just put it on the side, just like that, like by the middle bone down your nose. You see where the light shines? Like that. I follow that line on the side with this brush. And see, this isn't too dark, so it's not going to create some kind of harsh line that you can see. So you're just going to be able to tell kind of like how it looks a little bit smaller, a little bit. I like to put it right here too. It creates like a button appearance, like that. So you see how it kind of did like this line, like that. So that's kind of where you want to put it. And you see how it made a shadow? It makes your nose look a little bit smaller. So that's what we're gonna do with that. Oh, well, we're not done yet. Also, I put it up here because I have a 5 head instead of a 4 head, and I want to make a shadow right here. And under my chin, because I don't have one. My self-esteem obviously goes a long way. So I kind of try to make myself one if I can. Or more of one, I guess. It looks ridiculous when you're doing it, but see that line? Now I got a cheek. That's what's up. Alright. Next, I'm going to do blush. And I use a set I got for Christmas. But it's by BB brand. And I like to use that bottom one right there. But I do, like, I try to do it light as I can. And the brush that I use for that is just an Eco Tools blush brush. You can get Eco Tools at Walgreens. And I'm not sure how much those are. I think they're like $14.99 for a set. But these were a gift, so that's cool. As well as this set was for Christmas. I put it right above that contour line that we made. Right here, I just follow the next line. So you make yourself a guideline, basically. Just like this. And now you have blush on. Okay. That's easy enough. Now, we're going to use my favorite product in the entire world. And that is highlighter. I love highlighter. I don't know what it is, but I love it. I like it. I don't know. This is, you can use any one you want. I have 2. This is by Revlon, and it's a photo-ready product. And I got this on sale at Walgreens. I don't remember how much it was at the time. It's called Pink Light Face Illuminator. I think it was like $5 and I used a coupon. Maybe $6. But my favorite is this hard candy right here. This highlighter is the best. And it is $6 at Walmart. It's not too bad. And for that, I use an angled brush by Eco Tools. Now, I know what you're thinking. It kind of looks the same as a blush brush. Guess what? It's not. So, you know, okay, so if I hold them side by side, you can see how the one on the left is at an angle, and the blush brush is just straight up. So I use the angled one. I just dip it in, and right above the blush line, right here, not under your eye, but like underneath your under eye, starting right here, you're going to go up. So, just like that. And that is a highlight. I could go all day with some highlighter. Ooh, look at that highlight. Look at that. Oh my god, I get excited over it. See, look at that highlight. It's like, gives you that like dewy thing. Like, I don't know. I love it. I need to stop. Okay, so now here comes the part that is going to make sense about contouring the sides of your nose. It leaves a strip down the middle. You're going to take your highlighter, since it's curved like that, take it down the middle. Woo, just like that. Look at that glow. Also, I like to go like this and do like a little button nose. Like that. To put it between my eyebrows, up above it like a little bit. Right above my cupid's bow. Some people do their actual cupid's bow, but I do the indent. And then on my chin, above that like line that we made. Just like that. So like a bronze golden person. Like that. Now that the glow is on, let's talk eyelashes. I'm going to use this next, and it is an eyelash primer, Photo Focus by Wet n Wild. I think that this was like $3 or $4.99 just at CVS. But yeah, you're going to put that on first. Next, I'm going to use mascara. You can kind of see a little bit of the leftover primer. And I'm going to use this. This is by Maybelline. It's Lash Sensational. I love this stuff. I think this is like $8.99. But I got this one at Dollar General. I had a coupon on Maybelline products like $2 off. I think I paid like $6 or $5 something for it. So I thought that was pretty reasonable with a coupon. All those people who say you cannot keep your mouth shut while putting on mascara. What? I'm just kidding. Then we'll re-dip it and do the other side. Okay. And that's why they tell you to put on your foundation after, but whatever. Next is a product that I'm going to be using for the first time ever today on this video, and this is by e.l.f. It is Lip Exfoliator. I'm excited. I love shiny products. Usually I just use sugar and Vaseline and scrub my lips and then wipe it off. But I'm going to open this and see how this works. It says rub in a gentle circular motion on your lips, and it tastes like cherries. So wow. Look at all that dead skin. You can actually hear it working. That's pretty amazing. I think I'm glad I bought this for $3.99 at CVS. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. Now we gotta go and use a damp cloth and wipe it off, all the dead skin. And getting the dead skin off of your lips, especially in the wintertime, is so amazing because it makes your lipstick go on smoother and last longer, and that is just goals. So especially with the lipsticks today, I mean, like they say they're kiss proof, but they're not. So this helps a lot. So I'm gonna go wipe this off. Alright, it says to condition with chapstick. So that's what we're gonna do after I wind it up. So I'm gonna let that soak in and re-moisturize my lips since I took the skin off of them. Alright, now speaking of chapstick, I'm going to teach you a little trick. Alright, so I'm going to take my brush, my eyebrow brush, and brush my eyebrows down. Like so. A lot of people like to powder their eyebrows and look like Madonna from 1985, but I ain't about it. So I ain't doing it. I'm not about it. I like to draw them all up in here and stuff. No. Sorry. So, I'm going to take chapstick and go like that. And it helps keep them waxed down so that they look pretty perf. Yay. Alright. Next we're going to talk eyelashes. I've already used these, but I'm going to use them again this time. You can use an applier or you don't have to use an applier. It depends on my mood whether or not I do or not. I do have one. This is what it looks like. They come in all shapes and sizes. But I got this from Wish for like $1, so I'm not going to complain about it. So what you do is you put the lashes in the little groove like that. And then this is going to be so hard to do with a phone. I think this is my right eyelash. And you're going to apply the glue to the back. I use this stuff. You can use any kind of eyelash glue that suits you. This is Broadway strip lash adhesive. And you just put it like, you can see where I've done it before. Just like along the back of the strip where it lines your eyelash. Like that. So you just apply a thin strip to that. Now, sometimes I get super frustrated and cuss at my eyelashes. So if that happens, I'm going to turn this off. But you let it get tacky. So it takes a few seconds. You kind of let it dry just a hair bit. A hair bit. And then you apply it to your lash. Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, so that's how you can tell when it gets tacky. You start to stick it to your eye like that. I made it look easy just now, but I know it's not. And that's why, because you just put it along your lash line and let it dry. You can also use a hair dryer if it makes you happy. And let it dry on the lash line like so. And they come in, you can get glue in black. But I just don't prefer black because I don't feel like it. I don't know. I feel like it's a mess. The white one goes on and it just dries clear. And you can add more mascara to it if you want. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But if you do, you know, it just plumps it up more, I feel like, in my opinion. So there's that eyelash. Boom. Now I gotta do the other one. Hopefully it goes on as easy as this one did. So I've got it in the applier like that. I put a little more glue than I usually do, but whatever. Yeah. So now I'm just waiting for it to get tacky so it'll stick. Okay. Now it's tacky and starting to set. So that means it's starting to attach to my eye. And that's why the applier is so important. Because when it gets tacky, if you're using your fingers, it's going to stick to your fingers because your fingers are skin as much as your eye is. So I just ordered some magnetic eyelashes. And what that is it's 2 a piece. The bottom one has the positive and the top one has a negative, or vice versa. And you gotta hold one here and hold the other here, and they snap together. And it's supposed to attach to your original lash, so it's less mess with glue and stuff like that and putting chemicals on your eye. But who knows what the effects of putting a magnet on your eye are? I mean, you know? So I'm gonna try it. Because my friend Susie, who lives in Los Angeles, wants to know what it's like. And a lot of her friends are wearing the magnetic eyelashes and they swear by them. So, I mean, it's LA girls. Like, they know a lot more than Ohio girls do. Sorry. It's just the way that it is. I don't know. I mean, but if you're into all this stuff, you'll know what I mean. You know I'm not being, like, mean. So, now that our eyelashes are on, let's focus on our lips. And it's the last thing. Now I'm going to go in with my lip liner. And this is the lip liner I'm using. It's by Kylie Cosmetics. Kylie Jenner. And it came with another lipstick that I had, and it's somewhere in a purse. I switch them like every 3 days. So who knows which one. But it's like $29.99 for a lip liner and a lipstick. But I've had these since like 2 years ago. So I just lined my lips, and this is not the color that matches my lipstick close enough, but oh well. I also put it on my lips. No. There's this thing called overlining. Excuse me, I think my asthma's acting up. But you can overline your lips like this, and it makes them look fuller. So there's a trick to that too. And the lipstick that I used yesterday is called, it's by Wet n Wild. Shocker. I know. Their cosmetics are just like so nice. I don't know. It's called Mega Last Liquid Catsuit in the shade Berry Recognize. That's literally what it's called, Berry Recognize. I just like to say it. I don't know if it'll even focus on that. Whatever, it won't. You believe me, it's Berry Recognize. You can find it. It's new. I'm just gonna apply it like so. So, that's what it looks like. If you want, you can blot. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know, where you stick the tissue in your lips and go like, but whatever. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Now, one very, very, very last thing that we're gonna do is this right here. This is by Wet n Wild. Again, shocker, I know, but it's called a setting spray. You can get it in matte or you can get it in this. The only reason I have the matte primer is because they were out of the matching one to this. And I was like, well, I have to have primer. And it's the cheapest one because Rimmel was more expensive. It was like $8.99. So if I can save $3, I will. And so I gotta open it real quick and I'll show you how it works. I had Revlon before this, but it was given to me for free because I was a beauty advisor and I ran out. This stuff is like a miracle. Also, another thing, you gotta let your lipstick dry. I learned that from a friend who's still a beauty advisor, but she moved companies since they did away with our position. And so when you put on, I really like lip stains like this one, but oh, if I made a blooper reel. You let it dry. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see a difference, like, when it dries. So it comes with a spray nozzle, and this is what you do. I just scared my cat. You're just gonna spray it down and across, or you can do it like an X too. But it locks your makeup. It's the final step because the first step is before your makeup is the primer, obviously, and anything you do. Your face primer, your eye primer, your lash primer, your lip primer, which I don't use because they were out of. But the very last step is the lock-it spray, the setting spray, but it locks your makeup in place. Kind of gives you like a dewy, like, on top of your highlighter, and you're pretty much done. So now I can take my hair out of the hair thing and we're done. I hope you enjoyed the makeup tutorial. I hope it helps you out. I hope you learned something or a couple things. And let me know if you liked it and if you learned anything, because it's awesome. Good luck. Bye.